Thank you, guys. Please have a seat. Well, welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. We all have a lot on our plate. And unfortunately, in just 4 days, Congress is poised to allow a series of arbitrary, automatic budget cuts to kick in that will slow our economy, eliminate good jobs, and leave a lot of folks who are already pretty thinly stretched scrambling to figure out what to do. These cuts do not have to happen. Congress can turn them off any time with just a little bit of compromise. All of us are elected officials. All of us are concerned about our politics, both in our own parties as well as the other parties. But at some point, we've got to do some governing. And certainly what we can't do is keep careening from manufactured crisis to manufactured crisis.
It's time to cut spending here in Washington. Instead of using our military men and women as campaign props, if the president was serious, he'd sit down with Harry Reid and begin to address our problems. The House has acted twice. We shouldn't have to act a third time before the Senate begins to do their work.
Processed more than 350 million people and processed over $2.3 trillion in trade. Look, I don't think we can maintain the same level of security at all places around the country with sequester as without sequester. We're going to do and are doing everything we can within the limits sequester gives us. But as I was mentioning earlier, if you have 5,000 fewer Border Patrol hours or agents, you have 5,000 fewer Border Patrol agents. That has a real impact.
The president needs to stop trying to scare the American people that absolutely you can cut less than 3% without all these awful consequences, without people losing access to critical vaccines, without people, without us jeopardizing food inspections.
So why we're talking about spending cuts right now in a weak economy is not really evident. Okay, it's evident in the failure of the political system. We should be talking about boosting the economy, boosting spending, not cutting spending right now.
You know, about half the people we talked to said this is really bad enough that, you know, in a worst case scenario, we should at least delay these severe cuts. So that's, I think, a widely held view. I think most people see this as a very serious economic problem, but it's very hard for them to get really engaged and really energized by the issue after having just been through this before not that long ago.